And we're back for another 5 minutes of awesome. Today is a 5 minute fuck yeah, and it actually took me a minute to figure out which of my three segments this topic was going to be. I landed on the 5 minute fuck yeah of inspiration, motivation, excitement, because this little topic that I have to talk to you about today can be quite exciting when you use it well. Um, and I'm going to speak to this from a couple different perspectives. One, from the perspective of a little kid who is real easy to get excited, and two, from the perspective of me today as an adult, trying to figure out how to be excited and when to be excited and when to use my excitement and that kind of stuff. So, okay, so the topic I have for you today is the power of your imagination. Now, I I assert that most of the time, and again, I'm talking about this stuff. I wanted to do, again, I wanted to do this little 5 minute fuck yeah and these 5 minute segments for you because this is a lot of stuff that I've run into. And I want to talk about it and see who else has run into it and again suggest some ways to move forward for you. So, power of imagination. I assert that most of the time we're using our imagination to think up worst case scenarios and worry about things that haven't happened, are not happening, likely won't happen at all. So, if you as an adult are like, I don't have time for imagination these days, like because your view of imagination is like whimsical little kids thinking about dragons and unicorns, that's absolutely a wonderful way to use your imagination. And you're also, I assert that you're also using your imagination to imagine what worst case scenarios will happen to you during your day today. What if I get stuck in traffic? What if I can't make it to my workout? What if my boss doesn't like what I'm doing? What if nobody wants to hear what I have to say at my at my meeting? What if, right? That counts as imagination. You're imagining these things going wrong, right? um, so imagination can be a very powerful thing as you use it, if you choose to use it well. But first, you have to understand how you're using it. And again, that is what scenarios are you running in your head that may or may not be true. Okay. I've done it before. I've certainly done it before. What if things go wrong? I've learned, and I'll be honest with you, I couldn't tell you exactly how I started to become aware of how these worst case scenarios started popping up, but I did. It takes a little bit of thinking about your thinking to understand when your imagination is running amok, right? And so now from the perspective of a little kid, little kids imagine all kinds of like fun, crazy, weird, insane things, and it's their imagination. Their brains are going wild, right? I don't know that much about child psychology specifically or anything like that. And I remember being a kid and making up all kinds of stuff in my head that I thought was super cool. Like I used to really want to be magical, and I used to imagine different ways I could become magical. Some of it had to do with making sure, like if I squinted my eyes, that rays of light would hit me. I don't know. That's just little kid trying to imagine cool things happening. Well, here's the exciting thing that you can do, right? I hope to motivate you to imagine, or rather I hope to, gosh, I'm running short on time here. We're at 4 minutes already. So the inspiring thing that you can do for yourself is imagine a best case scenario. Okay. And again, stick with a small one for now. What if I wake up and make a fantastic breakfast for myself? What if my workout goes awesome, even though I feel a little bit tired? Like, imagine those things happening. And the cool thing that that'll do is it'll bring your attention directly towards that thing happening. And then the rest of your body, brain, and mind will be like, oh, you know what? How could I make that happen today? So use your imagination for good, people. Use your imagination to find a best case scenario for yourself for the day, for the week. You want to make it you want to make it a little bit bigger? Use your imagination for goal setting. What's the coolest thing you can imagine that you want in your life? Set a goal for it and then go from there. And I'm over 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to do any of the following to show your support. Number 1, please rate, review, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening. Number 2, head over to my Buy Me a Coffee page and buy me a coffee. The link is in the show notes. Number 3, share this episode with a friend so they can have more awesome in their life too.